Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you had a good day today. It was a good day for me. It's a good day. This hasn't fit in years. It's only been the last year I've been able to get it to fit. It's my old rugby shirt. Not from back in high school, but about 10 years ago when I was coaching. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Um, it's been hanging up ever since, plastic over it and stuff. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Um, but anyway, what I wear today? I went with another English Laundry because as I was putting that other one away, I figured I'm going to wear this one because I really like this one, as we all know. I've talked about it before. I'm going to say it again. This is one of those ones in 5, 10 years when it gets discontinued, you're going to be paying an outlandish price for. I even got the deodorant with this one too, and a couple big bottles of it because I like it so much. So if you see it for a good price, $15, $20, $25, I'd buy it. Because I'm pretty sure in a few years it's going to be a lot more than that. Could be wrong. Nobody knows, right? I'm not no Nostradamus, no Colonodamus. But I'm just kind of guessing because it's that kind of scent that people are going to look back and it's like what I did with. I forget the name of the clone anyway. But anyway, it's basically what we've done before. Is this clone's always there. It's $20. I'll pick it up eventually. I'll pick it up, and then you go to pick it up, or you go to the store and it's gone. And it's gone everywhere. And you're like, what the fuck? And now you've got to go online and spend 100, 150, 200, 250, $300 for something that was $20 6 months ago. So I'd recommend really picking that up, especially if you like woody tobacco scents. But we'll get into it. And I was like, I was just in the mood for it. I was in the mood. It was rainy and cold here. Fall's finally hit. So I wanted something sweet and spicy and tobacco-y and just, yeah, perfect day for it. So I did. How I applied it, 3 sprays of my moisturizer, one in the back, one in the front, one in the chest, shirt on, one in the shirt, one in each crink of the elbow. Perfect amount. Lasted about 7 hours. Going on the 8th hour now, and you can still kind of smell it, but it's pretty light. Just kind of a light, very light cedar musk. It's time. There was a bit of that sweet tobacco still there, but not much. It's pretty light. Like you gotta get right in there and get a good whiff of her. So yeah, how did it perform? Pretty good. Like I said, about 7 hours, 8 if you count that. I don't. I should have reapplied an hour ago, but wasn't going anywhere, so I didn't. Projected for a solid 2 hours, about an arm's length out there. Never beast. It's never a huge projection, but arm's length is pretty good for a couple hours, hour and a half, couple hours. Then it comes in pretty quick, but it gives you a nice, foot and a half bubble for about 3 hours. And then it's a pretty nice detectable skin scent for a couple hours. And then I'm on to the last hour, the 8th hour here. And it's pretty light. You can reapply after 6 or 7 hours. Or 8 hours, depending on your skin and how it works for you. But for me, it's about the 7 hour mark. So we'll say that because we'll cut it right in the middle. What do I get from it? Well, right off the top, just for a couple minutes, there is a nice sweet apple citrus mixing in with a bit of the tobacco, sweet tobacco. But that goes away 5 or 10 minutes at the most. And then it's this beautiful woody oud, but not an abundance of oud. It's not a funky oud. It's not a hard oud. It's not even a bunch of oud. It's just enough, as I've said in the background, that if it wasn't there, the scent wouldn't be as nice. So just enough. You do pick up on the oud. It is detectable, but it's not the main player. It's not a backup either. It's right in the middle. You know what I mean? So there's oud. You pick up, like I said, that woody oud with this sweet, almost cherry pipe tobacco. Now, I don't know what the cherryness is. It might be the amber. There's amber in this, so it might be giving it that sweetness because there's no cherry listed. I couldn't find cherry anywhere, but it smells cherry pipe tobacco-like to me. A little bit smoky, very, very tiny bit smoky. A little bit ashy even, just a tiny bit, but mostly just a sweet cherry pipe tobacco with the woods in the background. the oud. And that's pretty much the smell for the first really couple hours. And then the oud is still there. Everything's still there. The cherry pipe tobacco vibe, the oud. But what comes out a little more is cinnamon and clove. Clove actually comes out about an hour into it, but it's a very nice clove, cinnamon, almost a licorice spice, like I've said before, vibe to it. No licorice though. I just call it licorice spice because whenever you clove and cardamom and nutmeg and licorice, they all combination of them all. So I always just call it licorice spice. When I say licorice spice, I don't actually mean licorice most of the time. It's more nutmeg or something like this one, more clove. But it's a clovey scent with some spice, some more spice to it. Cinnamon, clove. And yeah, it's a sweet, spicy tobacco, woody tobacco. And then that lasts for, like I said, a few hours. And then you get into the dry down where the sweet tobacco is still there, but it's starting to really and the oud, it's starting to really take a backseat. Now I'm picking up a little more of a slightly peppery cedar and vanilla. And then when it gets to that far dry down where I'm at now, it's pretty much just a very light cedar and a white musk. So yeah, it's beautiful, gorgeous, just a great scent. If you like tobacco scents, like I said, get this one. So what is it at the end of the day? It is a sweet, spicy, woody tobacco scent. Boom. Easiest way to describe it. It gets compared to a lot of other stuff. Spice Bomb Extreme, Burberry London, Bulgari Man in Black, Pure Havana, Insurrection 2 Wild because it's a dupe of Pure Havana. Yeah, so you know what you're getting. It's in that. It doesn't smell like any one of them. To my nose, it's its own thing. And if anything was different in this, it wouldn't be right. You know what I mean? This is just the right amount of everything. Right amount of oud, right amount of cedar, right amount of tobacco, right amount of sweetness, blah, blah. It's not, and when I say sweet, it's not a big, sweet, in your face, bubblegum, fruity kind of scent. No, it's a sweet tobacco. And, but yeah, so you know what you're getting. It's in that vein of them kind of scents. Just a great scent. Compliments, I never got any, but I never went anywhere today. Said I did school, got in the shower, kind of just chilled out at the house. It was cold and wet out, and I didn't feel like going anywhere. I got to work at like 5 in the morning tomorrow, so I was like, screw it, I'll just stay home. But it has got me compliments in the past, and it will get me compliments in the future. It's got a bit of an old school vibe to it too. I got to say that, a fougere-esque quality. I'm assuming it's some lavender in there and some stuff that's giving it a bit of that, because it does have a bit of a slight powdery lavender-like vibe throughout. So it's definitely a bit more classy, a bit more refined, old schoolish than a lot of other scents I mentioned. They're more modern, a lot more modern. Not that this isn't modern, it's just got a tinge of, like Sauvage Elixir has a tinge of an old school vibe to it. This has a tinge of an old school barbershop vibe to it, which is really nice. So yeah, give it a shot, guys. That's all I got to say. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.